Come to the city, she says. We'll get a drink, she says. Yippee-ki-yay. Hey guys, this is Matt, just checking in. It's a rainy, nasty Wednesday morning, but I won't be outdoors today. I've got just a realtor called. They got a house they're selling. You know, something I do a fair amount of. Got to put a vapor barrier down, kill a little bit of mold in the crawl space in the attic, put a junction box in from where some loose wires are, and a dryer vent needs to be replaced. Oh, and also I see it from time to time, a plumber came in and needed to run a line to the toilet. So, you know, why not cut the floor joist out? You know, it ain't serving a purpose, so he cuts that out. So I gotta come back and fix that. It's amazing what people will do just to get what they need done, you know. Anyway, the helper I used, last week, turned out to be a total disaster. I mean, I guess disaster, but I'm having to go back tomorrow and finish some of his, or fix some of his painting. He, you know, he told me he had all kind of experience and blah blah blah. But of course, it's my fault for not verifying that he had experience, asking a few basic questions like, do you know how to run a tape measure and run a skill saw? But anyway, he was painted those pantry shelves that I built. Took him about 2 days to get one coat on, a day and a half. He did a crappy job on that. I don't know how you mess up painting, but the holes he filled and the caulking that he did, he didn't do that right, to say the least. He cut the caulk where it's about that thick on the end, so it's just pouring out, and he just run his finger. I kept telling him to do it with my little tool and all that, and he didn't sand anyway. Oh, and then he used sealing flat paint on the trim. He just kind of spot painted that, so you got spots of flat paint on high gloss paint. Couldn't run a drill. You know, kept stripping the heads out the screws, because if this is the screw and this is the drill, you can't do that or that, you know. And then I told him one time, go cut me a board 15 3/8, and he says, well, which one's the 1/8 mark? Is that the little one or the medium size line? And right then I should have said, let me go ahead and pay you for today and we'll talk to you later. But anyway, I thought at least he could paint. My cuts were screwed up. Anyway, it just turned out, blew up in my face. And I know everybody told me don't use help, you know, and all of that, which, you know, I wouldn't never cut him loose by myself, but I thought at least I might could get him to help me out some. But so now instead I've got to go back and work for free to fix his mess. And, you know, this is a really good customer, and she's very understanding and patient. But if anybody else, it really could have hurt, not only with her business, but anybody she told me, you know, told about me. But anyway, it is what it is. So that's kind of where I'm at. I did a lot of good work over there, a lot of good things, but then I got this black eye because I've got to go back and fix it, and she was disappointed. So anyway, but lesson learned. Oh, and the deck job. I did get the deck job. I really appreciate all the feedback I got on that video. You know, that somebody commented that I'm turning this thing on its head as far as putting videos out instead of how-to. I'm letting you guys help me, which that's pretty much what I'm doing, and you guys really came through. So I got the job on that, and she upgraded to the most expensive Trex board I think there is. It's Trex Transcend. Those boards are about $65, $70 a piece. So it's a good, solid, sturdy board. So anyway, gonna do that starting April the 9th. So I'll be sure to put videos up of that. Got a real good helper lined up on that one, and it's not the same jack leg. I'm gonna be using my father on that one, and he'll be a great asset. So I think that's everything. I just wanted to kind of get caught up and touch base, let you know where I was at. I'm gonna put a little video of an electrical job I did at this lady's house. Put a couple lights beside the headboard of her bed, and it was tricky the way I had to run the wire and all that, but it turned out really nice. I got all of that done while my helper, I don't want to say anything too bad over, but while my helper was screwing around in their paint, playing on his phone. But anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks again for all your comments and feedback. It's really helpful. I read all those. I try to respond to most of them. If I don't, I apologize. Sometimes they get kind of mixed up in the way I get notifications. But I really do. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody subscribing. I'm surprised. I'm almost at 700 people, and I really am surprised at that. But that's awesome. But I might just stick that electrical video in here because I was satisfied with it. But other than that, that's all for now. Thanks. Alright, so that's the little hole I had to go into. I don't know, it doesn't look as bad on camera, but I had to put both my arms out ahead of me and crawl up in there. I'm about 6'3", 215 pounds on the hoof. So that wasn't fun. I back up in there. Anyway, thought it was going to drag me up by the ankles. But that's what I did. Run the wire, fish tape down that hole. Hooked the wire to it, pulled it back up. Then I stuck the fish tape through that hole, tied a string to it from the floor down below. Pulled the string back up, tied the string to the wire, pulled the string back down. Hopefully I'm done in this attic. Alright guys, I know you can't see much of this, but put some vapor barrier down. Really turned out really good. I took my time. Made sure it was all nice and square before I started cutting out for these piers. I just cut a slit and then just go right on through. But anyway, it's all the way through there. I used, if I had them with me, they're back at the door. The door's back down there. I used a pair of like snips that I used for vinyl siding, or 10 snips, not the little small ones, but the bigger handle ones. Anyway, that worked good on cutting this plastic. And I've got some knee pads at home. For next time, I will definitely use those knee pads. That would have come in handy. Set of coveralls and a headlight, and just take your time. And and I don't go up the walls. Just straighten that up. I pulled that some. Got to pin that down, but I don't go up the walls like you see on a lot of how-to videos. I think that's considered a total encapsulation. At least where I'm at in South Carolina, I always talk to my friend that's a home inspector. 80% coverage is the minimum, and I would say I had 95%. You know, it's not all the way up to the walls in some places, but you know, it's 95 plus, and it's not even code to have a vapor barrier, but the code is to keep the moisture down, and this house has some moisture under it. But so putting a vapor barrier down is kind of a indirect way of taking care of the code of keeping the moisture low. And the next thing I hope my camera's not going to roll over upside down. But this joist right here, both of these joists have been cut. So knucklehead plumber could get his pipe in there. Well, I say knucklehead, but it might not be so bad because I looked. If I get on this joist and come all the way to the next one that's not cut, it's 16 on center. So I don't know why this joist, and it's doubled. I'm not sure exactly why that's there. I don't know if you can see where it runs or not. Anyway, I'm sure it's there for a reason. And my fix might not be the right fix, but what I'm gonna do, I know I could sister a board right here, run it way back that way, and then probably catch it right here and get on that one. But I don't know if I can get a board in there with this copper piping, cast iron pipe, and it's just duct work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a board, find myself, I'm gonna run a board from back there to up right here. Screw it in from there, screw it in from here, screw it in from the other side, and then I'm gonna do it again right here. So I'm gonna kind of frame that in, kind of box that in, so that joist is being held by these other ones. Again, I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, But if it were my house, I would be okay with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'll get a video of that when I get done or not. Maybe. It's just up under a house is tough. But anyway, just thought I'd share that little bit of stuff. All right, so that's what I was talking about by blocking it up. Like I said, I feel pretty good about that since these other two joists are only 16 inches apart. So I don't know. I guess tell me what you think. But that's the way I'm leaving it for now. I'm gonna be like the handyman when I grow up. Sucker's got more daggone cordless tools than I ever seen in my life. One of these days, handyman, I'll be with you.